Hey everybody, how y'all are? Well, sorry it's a late stream. I was going to start early, but last night the weather was really bad and all the changes and everything got my sinuses going real bad and I'm feeling kind of crappy. But the show must go on. Actually, I don't know how long this stream's going to be. I really don't know anything really. So, we'll see what we can do. We're going to start out slow and work our way up a little bit because I don't have a whole lot of anything organized here. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I want to handle this. So let's go ahead and go take a look at what we got so far. Let's show them both. Okay. So while I was off stream, I put these guys in and I set them down. Where the heck did I put them? Hiya. And I heard that. How you doing, fake beard? How's life in the fast lane? Let me know because I'm not moving too fast. But anyway, here's what I got. I made on the top, which is in the little screen, our socket so that I can hang my drills into it. And I set them this way because I usually keep the bits in it, so there's a little room to the back. There's going to be a piece in the back that we're maybe get to today. Whoa! Are we working? Hey, I think we're working. That ain't working. That's the way to do it. Put your money for nothing, get your chicks for free. Or something like that. I think I got it. I think we got it. I don't know, is there any audio coming out? That ain't working. That's the way to do it. Put your money for nothing, get your chicks for free. Whoa, that weird. I got it going again, I think. I don't know where I'm set up at. I just started slamming settings. I shouldn't be at 30. Yeah, well, I'm cranking. I'm cranking the way that I should be. So we'll see how it goes. So far, no drop frames. Okay. So let's get back to business here. Maybe. We'll see how long this thing goes before it goes Canucks. I think there was an internet issue, but I'm not sure. I reset everything and let it go ahead and go. Yeah, I know you're seeing my back now. I really think that's got something to do with the internet over here. Because I went and reset all my other stuff back and it's back to normal, sorta. So, okay. Let's go back to where we was. If I can, let me see if I can get it lined up. And we'll go and we'll get these two together. And maybe. Let's go with that one. I can't see that too good either. Let's do this way. With my stand cam. We'll put the camera in there and we'll talk about it a little bit. There it is. Okay. Hey, you know what? The quality's not too bad. I don't know, we're talking weird stuff here. But it's been like that all week, so What do you expect? Okay, let me show you something. I had put these faces on and to cover this stuff up, because when you see that when I put it in like this, it covers everything up pretty nicely. I mean, you know, it looks okay. So I was running around over here looking for scrap pieces, and I had a few of these left, which is from my which is from the project that we had where we made those picket fences. And I had a couple pieces that were longer that I cut down. I had no one piece that was long enough to do more than one, or to do them both. I was only able to do the one at the one. So, or one from each piece. So, what I ended up doing was go ahead and put them on. I put them on. They were real rough looking and everything. I sanded them down, got them all looking nice and everything like that. But if you look real close, which I did finally, you will see, wow, those look pretty. Wow, they have a lot of, if I get out of the light, they have a lot of color. But they also have two different colors. And the grain patterns are slightly different. That's because this one, where am I getting the shadow from? This one is cedar and this one is redwood. Ugh. It's a shop piece, so I really don't care. Let me open the door. It's actually kind of a nice day out. It was really nasty last night and early this morning. But it's been doing really good. Thanks, Neon. Thanks for the follow. And the weather's actually turning out to be pretty nice. So we're going to continue on. Don't know how well I'm going to do this. I'm with what's been going on with the internet and sinuses and all this kind of stuff. We don't know. Don't know how long it's going to go. Don't know how it's going to last. We just kind of wing it. And then 10 hours from now, I'll be sitting there going, oh boy, man. So, okay, what I'm going to do is I got a lot of stuff that hangs. And these are the widest. So I'm going to bring this out a little bit with 3/4 inch piece. Put a cross piece on the bottom. And I might put one up here, so this way I can bring it out and out. But I'm not sure about that yet. So I figure it would look prettiest if I just went ahead and ran it up to where it was even with this along the side over here. And then I'm going to run a bottom and probably across the top over here on the outside. I'm going to run a piece across the top, just a small piece, so that I can keep it from kicking out. And then probably put something on the bottom so it'll set down in there. So after saying all that, we'll kind of build it as we go along. I have some other pieces also, but they're thinner. Actually, they're about the same thickness. And I've got some that get real long. But so I figured that if I put those, I set it up so I have those in here. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side and use it for like for hanging. I'm going to do one side. After I figure it out, the other side will go a little bit easier. For hanging, like I got T-squares and guides and all that kind of stuff. And I want to get them up off the floor. I've got some shorter ones, which I may hang. I may just put a couple of nails or something in here once I get it done and go ahead and just finish it. You know, put nails in there or something and just hang them. we'll see. I'm going to try to utilize as much of this. Hey, how you doing, Wood and Metal? How are you guys? I don't know. I don't think I got any mods here today, so I don't think we're going to be doing much shouting. Of course, you never know, 'cause I'm a shouting kind of guy. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, I'm feeling a little better. We had a storm come through last night, and it kicked my sinuses. Well, two things happened. It kicked my sinuses in real bad. Heck, I couldn't even stand up this morning. And then the little dog, one of my little dogs, doesn't like storms, and so that Jan can get some sleep so she can go to work. I end up kind of babysitting the dog, and so it was a little interesting day. So I don't know if you can even see that. Let me see if I can get some overhead going. Let's put them both up. Maybe we can see something here. Who knows? Now I'm winging it on this. I'm doing this as we go along. How's that? Well, yeah, that's the top. You're gonna have to see the bottom. Doggone. I didn't think I reached that high. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this bottom, the skirt, looks bad, but the whole idea behind it, I'm not planning on. I may put wheels on this at a later date, so I'm just going to leave. I don't want to mount anything to it per se. And thickness wise, I got some of these 3/4 inch pieces. I'm not going to run them up the whole length. I think we're going to take them and use them like that as a spacer, and that will give me ample amount of room to store these. Now I put a base across the bottom. I may just run a little stick as a stopper. And if it's here, if I put up something across the front of it right here, I'll be able to get it out without too much of a hassle. And to do that right, I probably need to bring it all the way out. And then I can just knock another one of these little 1/8 inch pieces across it. It would have to be along the top of this though. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So let's go make some noise. I walked in here this morning. It was one of these, well, am I going to stream? Or not going to stream? You know, one of those kind of days. Well, then I decided, okay, I'm going to stream. So I started getting stuff fired up, and one thing decides to update, another decides to update, get the updates done. When the weather's bad, my internet's pretty lousy. So I get it all together and everything and start running the internet, or start getting it all, starting to stream, and I got all kinds of grief. Be right back. I gotta put some oil in this. And doggone, if I didn't have to play, I don't know how long. I had to play around with the internet to get it going. I don't have a wire run to the shop, or like through the house, because I rent. Oh, I'm out of gas. So I've got a coil, and I feel like a communications guy in the military. I plug the internet cable in and I run it all the way through the house, through the doors and everything. And the first thing I thought it was a bad connection. But that ended up not being the case. So That's a good thing. I am using 18 gauge brads, but since this is a formal thing, oh man, I'm going to have to shoot a few before I can put it in. Since this is kind of a formal looking gun, these brads have been updated to Bradleys. So if you hear me talking about shooting Bradley, I'm not hurting anybody, I'm just popping nails. And I'm showing my behind again. Let's see. Maybe we can get a better angle here. There we go. Maybe. Okay. Well, that was a good angle till I kicked it over. I'm getting to be a better bonsai. Alright. Here we go. Back again. So, these things, these 3/4 inch pieces are actually cut-offs from when I was cleaning up some lumber and stuff like that, and cutting them down to size for one of these projects. So, they're a little crooked, but I'll be able to use them. What the heck? And I'm going to guess I need a chest thumper about there. I'm going to guess on the length. I want to take bet that I won't be able to cut it here. I've got a couple pieces just in case. One of these days I'm going to use the scrap wood up. It seems like they multiply. It's happening in the evenings, I'm telling you. Okay, so I got this guy. And I got enough spread. Should have enough spread with that. Move that out of the way. Move this, that, and the other. Kind of eyeball it. Yeah, pretty close. Yeah, we're almost over here somewhere. Like that. Okay. Okay, so let's see how well that will fit. Okay, we'll have to turn around this way. That'll fit about like that. And we'll put one on the other side. And then I may just run a stick along the bottom, about center, or maybe even just two of them, just to keep this down. It's just a stopper. Not going to be seen, I hope. I wonder how good I can cut a second one of those. Well, I'll tell you. I'm averaging out the curve. Oh, jeez. All right, there we go. This is a very utilitarian cabinet. I'm trying to maximize the storage that I can out of it and fix some of the problems that I've been running into. One of the biggest things that I've been running into is the fact that those long things, I got no place to put them. So I figured if I made kind of like a little, almost like a caddy on each side, that'd be more than enough room for just about all of them. Let's get a couple of clamps here. But I think I'm going to have to get creative. I'm already thinking about my next project, and I think I'm going to make a stand for my reach over there. I'm going to make a stand. Is there anything in here? For my planer. Right now I'm using it on, I've got it sitting on a set of wheels that's supposed to be underneath my table saw that holds all the parts for my table saw. And I kind of like to get that straightened out. I had originally thought, this is going to run, I had originally thought about sealing it up and using it as a chip collector, because man, I tell you what, I fill up my garbage can. I fill up my machine, my vacuum cleaner, within a few boards when I'm trying to level stuff out and everything. So yeah, we're gonna go right there. Let's put one in there. So what I do, so I was thinking, I'd just hook the vacuum cleaner up to this box and it would give it a bigger capacity and all that. Man, I need a storage space. So I think I want to make it into like a little open front cabinet and have it open up on the side with a couple of shelves. Maybe a little drawer. Because I need something to store the extra blades that I've got. This is real crooked, so I'm gonna lay a couple nails here, a couple on the front, try to center it out. I hope it doesn't have so much. Yeah, it's, whoops. I got so many screws underneath this, I'm popping screws in the meantime. I'm real organized this morning. Usually after stream, I'm so doggone tired and wore out because I usually try to push it. I don't do much. But then before stream, I usually come in here, spend a little time, kind of organize everything a little bit more than it is. Because right now, I've got more junk than I've got places to put it. But my setup time was kind of taken away from me by feeling nasty and all that other kind of stuff. I'll tell you, those little nails, they hold pretty good. Where's my sharps container? There it is. Be that handy. Now how well you're seeing this. There's a bit of a bow. So I should, I don't know if this one's going to do it or not. I may have to get the other ones. Yeah. There we go. How are we doing? That's pretty good. This has got a little bit of a bow to it, so we'll just kind of, have it reassess its situation and move. And then we'll pop a few thousand Bradleys through here. This is a good cabinet. We rent here. I know I've said that just about every time that I've talked about it. So I don't want to be drilling and putting up hanging cabinets and all that wall stuff. But I do need some height, storage of height. So I figure making a couple tall cabinets would be cool. And everything on wheels, everything is in cabinet form and is on wheels. So this way I got tons of storage. And I usually have a tool or a machine or something on top of it. So this way I got places to put stuff, and I can try to utilize the space as much as I can. Because I know there's a lot of shops that people have all these tools and stuff like that, and they got them set up, and then they don't have room to do anything. Like this shop is mobile enough that I put everything against the wall and whatever and kind of compact everything. And then I just pull out when I need it. And if I have to, heck, I roll it outside. I've done some real big stuff, real tall, long stuff in that I couldn't swing around here very well. I'd do it outside. This table saw will only do about, I think I'll do about 5 feet, maybe a little bit more than that. So I could either move the table saw and play around with it, or I'm out of gas. Or I can. That's the best thing. But you know what? Don't do what I did. The big mistake that I did was I bought a lot of my wheels from Harbor Freight. And I bought I actually went through this some kind of a Chinese distributor, and I bought some, and they're hit or miss. If I'd ever do this again, I'm going to save my pennies. I'm going to buy a whole bunch of very high-end wheels. And I would go probably with at least 3 inches. Whoops. Uh-oh, got a bad one. Got some crappy grain on this wood. I ran through this before. Anyway, because all you got to do is have a little bit of dust on the ground. It doesn't want to roll right, and you end up fighting with it. My clamp rack, those have a set of wheels on them that I bought from, I think those came from that Chinese distributor. And man, those should work. Those should work. A lot of it to do. Look at this. Look at this, would you? Well, we're going to fix that real quick. A lot of the time, it's the height of the wheel. Because on the kiosk, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty steep. That's not a bad price though. $30 ain't bad. I give that one there my workbench. I think I give about $50 for the wheels on that. But they lock, and not only do they lock from rolling, they lock from swiveling too. So when I lock that thing down, it's solid. It's just as if it was been sitting on uh on a stand. Look at that! I got enough. I almost got enough glue in there to stick it down. We'll glue that back in, hopefully. And clean it up later. I like using masking tape. Oh, painter's tape, sorry. For something like this, usually it works. Because if you can't, if the glue sticks and holds the tape down, it's alright, I can sand it off. Oh, yeah, it'll stick. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Now I can just hit that with a sander and take the blue off. Now, piece of paper. This isn't real thick, and it sands pretty good, especially when you get it full of glue. Yeah, that adds a lot of price to the wheels, but they're real nice for workbenches and different things like that. I don't think I need them for like my planer. I probably should put locking ones on it, but I'll just put a chalk underneath it. I've got a set of locking ones that I bought, and they're like 2.5 inches or something like that. They're little ones. Well, that worked good. That's pretty bad. The bad one holds better than the regular one does. Alright, get back in there. Come on. Another couple more nails. Put enough nails in it, we can weld it. I don't know if you were there when the first 2 days of this week, Iggy had nothing but or his first 2 days of streaming. He had nothing but problems. I'm gonna tell you something. I've had nothing but problems all week. If it ain't one thing, it's another. The wood's not working right. Stream's not working right. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, that's good. Let's see. That's good. I put another dozen of them in. They'll be all right. Oh, what you got? Let me see. Gotta look. Have a bottom piece. I think I'm gonna do that. Customizing and optimizing my pockets. Okay, since I went and did this now, I gotta sit down. Then I gotta get something to drink. It's getting warm. They said it was supposed to be cool today. And, well, it's comfortable, but it's kind of warm. Not as muggy as it was yesterday or the day before. Holy cow, was it nasty. It was really hot. Yeah, and that was my door. My door, she opens and closes at every little breeze. Well, I am glad. Let me check and make sure. Now let's see if it's still working. Hey Tom, how you doing? It is a rack or a cabinet, however you want to call it. Oh, okay, it's still picking up. It is a rack or a cabinet that I'm going to put all my 18-volt stuff in. And how I'm going to do it, can you see it? Can't see the top too well. That's the front. Let me raise it a little bit. Yeah, I'm still dropping a few frames here and there. Well, according to this, I'm not. Holy cow, according to this, I haven't dropped any frames since I fired it up again. Wow. Okay, here we go. Let me see if I can get this to work here. Okay, so what I did was, I got this real nice sturdy rack. I made the cups to put it in, to hold my drills in, like that. Yeah, see? And then I'm going to go, I got 2 drawers down below. They go here, that are going to, right. Yeah, it's not that difficult to make. It's just a matter of figuring out the width of your width here and your clearance. And the reason why it's so much taller is because Ryobi has 2 sizes of their, whatever the heck they call those things. And they have, oh, this isn't it, the one I was looking for. I've only got 3, but it's like anything else, you know, you never know. They may end up coming out with a piece of something that uses the same kind of deal. Okay, here it is. Man, these things run great. Okay, see, it holds a bigger, oh yeah, sure. I'm sitting here showing and pointing and nobody can see nothing. There we go. Now we can see a little better. It holds the bigger battery. And I'm always leaving stuff in the tip. Like, I use this tip mostly, which is a counterboring bit. So I just leave it on there. And the way that this is set up, I can put these in and run them as far forward as I can get them out of the way, and there's still enough room back behind for the longer pieces not to fit, not to hit. And if I have to, I can just pull it back here. Then I got 2 drawers. And I'm making the I guess I should call them saddles. And I'm making saddles on both sides so that they'll take longer stuff and keep them from falling around everywhere. Okay. We'll drop that down a little bit, like that. And on this side, the other side will make this saddle too, but it's going to be a little different because I got a lot of aluminum T-squares and stuff like that that are thinner than I'm going to support on that end. See, and that's one of the nice parts about when you build your own thing. Oh man, I gotta sit down. That's one of the things about when you build your own stuff. It's easier to customize it to fit how you work, you know, the way you work and everything like that. Before I sit down, I want you guys to look at this, and you tell me. And now these, I haven't put any wax or anything on them yet. And look at that. Pretty smooth. Kind of proud of myself on that one. Anyway, take a look at them doors. I don't know, you guys might have seen it. I'll point out my mistakes, I don't care. Take a look, real close look at them doors, and you tell me what's wrong with that picture. There's about 4 things wrong with that picture. I'll tell you the story behind them. And I don't know. That reverses it. Okay. So that will be, you're right. Yeah. I've used that slick tape before for other stuff. But I got wax. No, they're not too bad. Actually, they're pretty straight. What's wrong? One of the things that's wrong with them is that this one here's got a little bit of slope to it, and that's because when the one on that would be your left. The one on your left, the piece wasn't very long, but it had a slope to it. And when I put that up in there, I cut it down. I thought I cut that little bit of slope out of it, but I didn't. The other thing is that one's thicker than the other. And that's where the problem came in. If I'd have known, I'd have planed them down. I put them on, I guess that was yesterday. Wasn't it yesterday? I'm trying to remember now. Yeah, yesterday. And I was looking for a wider piece of wood that would be long enough so I can cut two pieces out. Well, I got some cedar board over there. I figured, oh, I'll use that. But then out of the corner of my eye, I saw... Holy cannolis. It's coming apart over here, too. Squish them in there. Now I better check the other one. Yeah, warping pretty bad. But I'm gonna have little spots everywhere now. I didn't put much glue on these. I thought I had enough on, I guess not. Okay. So I got one door, I better check the other one. Which is over here, so it's over here. Yeah, this one's coming apart too. Wow. I probably put some... Maybe I'll end up having to put screws in them from the back side to hold them in place. I only got two of them real heavy Bessies. I have to use some smaller ones. Hope I got enough horsepower with these. I don't feel like pulling out a 6 or 7 foot pipe clamp for this because it's got the extra horsepower. Wow. All right. Okay, let's let it run down in there a little bit. It's showing where the glue broke loose in it. There's some wood fibers in there. Wow. That warping did a lot of pulling. Oops. Hope I can crank down hard enough with these. Yeah, not enough. Come on. There we go. There we go. Yeah, see, it pulled it loose over here now. This crack on the bottom is actually because that base ain't right. Oh, it didn't pull loose on this side. But I'm going to put one on anyway because there might be a lot of stress to it. Help bring it all together. Okay. It'll look almost as good as new by tomorrow. A little sandpaper. Oh. Yep. That's what happens when you use warped stuff. I was going to just go ahead and put screws in it, like I said, but I was like, well, I like to leave the faces kind of looking nice and wah, wah, the usual wah, wah, wah stuff. Alright, now, I don't have enough of this. Whoa. Whoa! Whoa! It's a little shy. What else have I got? Let's go see what else we got. What else we got? What? I can't believe this. Wi-Fi is working better than the cable. Is that weird? I must have a bad spot in that cable or bad connection or something. Alright, so I need something that's kind of wide. I think it's the same stock. Yeah. I think that looked pretty good right there. That kind of chewed up. That's alright. Chewed up's alright. Yeah, we're going to put that right across there like that. This one's going to be a little bit closer in. So this way I can put thinner stuff in there. Ugh. Yeah, it's close. Getting in the neighborhood. The neighborhood. I saw that they're going to have Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, I guess, on Twitch, huh? That's cool. Which end are you keeping, by the way? By the by. It's not that side. It's not that side either. Hey! Hey! there. That's pretty good there. Yeah, it seemed like I missed a spot. It's this one here, the longer one. 1/16 of an inch. In woodworking, though, that's not that bad. Oh well. Yeah, boy, I tell you. Try so hard to keep the glue off the work, so you don't have to mess with trying to sand it off. And just let it drop on there. Why not? What the heck? Hey, you know, something's wrong with this picture here. My mark's a little squiggly. Let's straighten the squiggles out a little bit. There we go. I like that better. That's purty. That is purty. Right about there, I suspect. That's going to be too short. That's going to be a hair too short. Yep. Nope. Nope. I was wrong. I've been wrong before. Not often, but I have. Well, there ain't a whole lot of places to shoot into over here. I had glue. I put my glue somewhere. Oh, there it is. Oops. Where's the front? This is the front. There's a good one. There's a good one. There's a good one. Oh, there's not. 3 out of 4 isn't bad. I think it's there. I think it's there. And I think it's there. One more about here. Wow. 4 out of 4. What did I do wrong? I'm doing something, and I had screwed a bunch of stuff in underneath, and then lo and behold, I had put something over the top of it. And you know, every place that I went and drilled, I hit a screw, and that's probably because I'm so used to. I put them in almost the same place every time I build something, because that's just the most, I guess, common place to put it. Oh, that's fine. How about this way? I'm trying to do this without wrecking the wood. Well, that looks as bad as a little tear out that's in it. Yeah. Shooby dooby dooby. Should be like and doobie. Shooby dooby. I bet you it's gonna be too short. I bet you. I bet you. Yep. Are any of these longer over here? Nope. Man, I got all kinds of little 8-10 inch. Oh, look at this. This was kind of wide though, isn't it? That looks like overkill. Doesn't it? I have to kind of eyeball that so that it's kind of straight, sorta maybe. There's a mark here. There's a mark here. Yeah. Okay, I'll buy that. I'll buy that for a nickel. How do they put that? I buy that for $1. Oh. This one's a little bit wider. A little bitter. I'm gonna hit that. Right job. With the pencil again. And we'll cut them. Give them a cut. Right there. Yo, Craftsman tables. I haven't had this one that long. A few months, maybe a year. But I was using that old Craftsman like forever. And down off switch was on the right hand side. Whereas every other saw that I've ever owned, the on off switch has always been on the left. Well, it took me forever to get used to that on off switch being on the left hand side. Now I got this new saw and or being on the right hand side. I got over here in this new saw and it's on the left hand side. And doggone if I can't get used to it being back to where it's supposed to be. Okay, so with needle and thread. So this one's set up to be a little bit thinner. I'll probably round it off a little bit. I'll take the round over bit to it, which will probably just tear it out more, and I'll end up sanding it, and it'll end up looking like something else. And no, it's not that crooked. It's because the other side is lifted. Because I got these things on the side of it. Okay. Actually, once I get done snapping this, I don't know if I should run it or not. No, I think I'm going to go ahead and put the back piece on it and then go from there. I'm going to use 1/2 inch plywood. It's only 4 foot wide, so that means I'm probably only going to be able to drop it down to like the first shelf. Let's pop one right there, and then we'll run this one and line it up. A little to the left, a little to the right, center it down, move it over. Yeah, it's close enough. Bingo! Couple more. What the heck, they're cheap. Okay. Nothing else when somebody comes along and takes this thing, tries to take this thing apart using their table saw, they'll have paid big money on that blade after hitting all them nails. I say that, and you know who's going to be the idiot that's going to hit them. All right. So this is done. I want to leave this open in the bottom in case there's long stuff. Maybe. I don't know. I may come back and put a piece across it, but I don't think so. So now we go to the back. Oh, jeez. Okay, there's the back. I'm going to sit down, have a Dwinkie, and figure out what the heck I want to do with the back. I didn't want to fill that. Where's my Dwinkie? Oh. Boy, I hope that next one goes together a little bit quicker. This has been 3 days and counting. No? 4 days and counting. Took me a day just to cut the rip the pieces out and everything. I did that outside. No, I did that in here. So we'll do. I got it finally set up. I can do 5 foot. Anything above that will be a little bit of a hassle. I have to pull the little foldy saw out that I got in the back and use a table that my most beautiful and loving wife Jan is kind of like fell in love with. I built the Alfie table. That was on a stream. And the idea was it was supposed to be an Alfie table. And then I use it as a table to sit next to when we were cooking and outside. You know, that kind of stuff. And it ended up being just the right height for Jan to do her painting and everything on. She just loves it. And she likes working on it. We used that table when we made the picket fences. Because these workbenches here I built to my height. So that'd be comfortable and easy on my back. And they're probably about 4 inches too tall to be comfortable for Jan. So I'm glad that it ended up working out with that table. It's been through some rain and other stuff. It doesn't seem to be, I guess, any worse for the wear. Although the screws are looking kind of bad. Oh well, when they rust out, I just go back in there and figure something else out. It's been glued in, so the glue will probably hold. That's a nice thing about Titebond. Titebond 2 works real good as long as it's not constantly wet. You know, you give it a chance to dry out and stuff. It works okay. It holds good. And then Titebond 3 is a waterproof one. And everybody says it discolors the wood. So if you want to use something that you want waterproof glue on, and you're going to seal anyway, just use a Titebond 2 because it doesn't discolor the wood as bad. It does discolor it, but not as badly. And I don't know why the 3 does it. It's got to be some kind of chemical that's in it. Now if you're going to put a coat of paint on it, it doesn't matter. But yeah, that don't look too bad. Maybe I'll try that CA on the backside. Fill them up and drizzle some of that CA glue in there and see what happens. I bought a little tube of it to try to see if I can justify it, and if it looks like it's going to work, I'll probably buy a big can of sedative and a bigger bottle, I don't know, most of the doggone super glue that I have dries out by the time I get to using it all. And I don't know why that is. Maybe because it's got to be set up right all the time and stuff. I don't know. I don't know that much about it. I have to get the broom and sweep up some sawdust, huh? What else I got? I've got wood chips that are a little bit bigger. Oh. Let's do that next. I feel like being experimental. Since I'm gonna have to go and dig out another quarter sheet of half an inch. And I have to move I probably have to move that thing around to be able to cut it. Because I'm pretty sure that that thing's sitting in the way of me standing there and ripping that down. I still got my pocket hole jig out. I'll probably have to put that away too, huh? Because it's tying up my outfeed table. I'm kind of hoping that I'll be able to have enough room so that maybe I can put my Kreg tools on the bottom shelf, because I use those a lot and I store them in the back, and I'm always climbing over stuff to get at it. I like to have some place that it's a little bit easier to get at it. Of course, I got another cabinet to make too, so I don't know. I may make another one like this. I kind of like the way this is coming out. But I think when I do the next one, I'm not gonna go to full height for the front like that. I think I'll just leave it flat and make it more like a bench. I don't know. But I do know that I have to make a tool chest. This and a tool chest may fill up my little parking area, the parking arrangement. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and try that CA glue. Oh, look, I got some with this is nail adhesive replacement spray. But they're selling it as project glue. Oh, it's activator. Oh, look at that. I bought this at... Oh, you don't see me doing it. I bought this stuff because I wanted to try it. And if it works good, then I'll invest in the bigger stuff. It's Titebond shrink. Oh, the garbage can's over there. Well, there's the top. Well, you got better top. You got a pretty good top on it. Okay. It looks kind of thin. Alright. Next part is a broom. I use my big broom. My big broom. And when I want sawdust, I always find some around the bottom of the bottom of the table saw. Oh, jeez, you know how long it's going to take me to get up from here now? I should have stood up and did a gamble first. Gamble on whether or not it's going to do this. Okay, so that's why we just kind of rub it in, huh? I'm going to leave it kind of stacked up a little bit. Like that. And yeah, I'm doing this on the back. Because this way, if it doesn't work, the only people that'll know are the ones that are here on Twitch and not sleeping, and me, and Jana probably, because I'll tell her, look what I did, I messed it up. All you gotta do to tap, tap, tap. Okay. So I might have sanded it up anyway, so make a little pile, huh? Okay, so I got a little pile like that. No, too bad. Okay. Okay, we pile it up. Oh, yay. Might as well do the cracks since I'm here. And that crack. Yeah, just go around filling cracks. What the heck? Okay. So then, and then we unscrew it, which will take an hour. Oh, this is thick stuff. This isn't thin at all. I probably should have put it in and then squished the stuff on it. Okay. So oh, it's soaking in. So let that soak in a little bit. Oh man, that didn't get all of it. It's oozing out. And expanding. And bubbling. Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. How does your garden grow? Yeah, just filling in holes. That's all. I've never done it before like this, so I figured I'd try it. do it on the back. This way, if it doesn't work, well, I didn't wreck the piece.